Okay, I am here. I am talking today, our first day of tip of the day in May. I actually got it right this time. I'm talking about what goes into a basic toolkit if you're a paper crafter. So if you like making cards or mini albums or scrapbook pages or anything like that, what goes into a basic toolkit? All right, so I'm going to start big with a paper trimmer. Okay, and this is my paper trimmer. There are a few different types around. This is an aluminum rail, aluminum cut rail. All right, it works with a small blade, which is just very pointy and very sharp. I'll just let you have a look at it. So it works that way. Okay, now there's a few different types of these trimmers on the market. Okay, but that you need to have a trimmer. All right, you just cannot get away without a trimmer. So keeping with the cutting theme, you need scissors. Now I am going to talk more about this in another video coming up, but I just want to talk to you today about your basics. Okay, so you should have a pair of long blade scissors. Okay, these are very long. And then you should have a pair of smaller pointy scissors that are very sharp for fussy cutting. All right, and there is a lot of different types of scissors out there. I use these ones because of my arthritis in my hands. Okay, they don't hurt my fingers as much. Okay, so you need to have those scissors. Now, moving on to other things. So you should have a pair of tweezers. I have two different types of tweezers here. And I'm just going to bring this in a little bit so you can see it a bit better. Okay, this is a regular pair of scissors. These ones are very fine. All right, and you press to close. All right, so you let go to open, press to close. So that's intuitive, right? Press to close, let go to open. These are the other way around. Okay, so these ones you press to open, you let go. All right, these are very good if you have arthritis or any other problems in your hands. All right, because you only have to press it to grab whatever it is you want, and then you can basically just let go. All right, and it holds itself. All right, so that's tweezers. Now you also are going to need some form of a piercing tool, lovingly known as a pokey thing or pokey thingy. All right, and these come in many shapes and sizes. The ones that I'm using right now are the close to my heart ones, and they do come with a protective cover on them. Okay, I tend to not use that because I have them facing down in all of my work containers. Okay, and so I recognize the wood handle quite readily, and I know it's pointing on the other end. Okay, some of them are retractable. I don't have any of those handy with me, but this is the one that I'm using. I like this one the most. It's very fine. All right, and I don't know if you can see, it's covered in glue at the moment. I also use it to clear out my glue tips. Okay, so what else here? Now we've got adhesives. Okay, so adhesives cover a lot of territory. I'm just going to cover the basics here with you today. So you've got your repositionable or removable tape. You've got your permanent tape. All right, you have to have this. Definitely, you should also have some of this. It will come in handy. All right, you don't use it a lot, but it does definitely come in handy. Now, if you're really serious about your paper crafting, then you want one of these mamas. The advanced tape glider. All right, so this holds that much tape. I just put a new one in this morning. That's a lot of tape as opposed to 39 feet in one of these. However, these are refillable as well. And Close to My Heart does carry these. And I'm not sure about these. Definitely not these, but I do carry the adhesive for these. Okay, so that's just your regular tape runner, which for putting down paper is very desirable. The outcome that you have, it's very thin, it's dry, it's nice and easy to use. Okay, so you're also going to need glue dots. All right, glue dots come in handy for ribbons and things like that, or small embellishments like sequins and things like that. They come in many different forms. You can get them in square, you can get them in a round. see there. Okay, they come in many sizes. So this is a large size. See there. Okay, and then these ones are actually micro, and that's the size of them right there. Now, these are my favorite dispensers because you just pull on this and then the little square pops up here. All right, but you can also get them on a roll, and just like this. You can see them right there. You can also get them in sheets like this. Okay, they also come like this in a dispenser, a glue dot dispenser. All right, and then this kind of a dispenser. These are particularly useful. These are removable ones. Okay, so that's glue dots. Many, many different forms of glue dots. Now you will also need foam tape or foam dots or foam squares. They come round, they come square, they come in triangles even, I think. These are the ones that Close to My Heart carries. All right, so you can get them in round only or foam tape. All right, these are the two different foam tapes you can get. And I'm just going to pull this out so you can see for yourself. I don't know of anywhere else that you can find foam tape in the thin thickness. That doesn't make sense, I know, but you can look at it here and you can see the difference. This is the regular foam. This is the thin foam. Okay, thin foam is really nice for cards. All right, so if you're mailing them out, you don't want a lot of bulk. This is perfect. All right, it also comes in a 1/4 inch. I think, just a minute here, let me measure. Yep, 1/4 and 1/2 inch width. Okay, so you can get two different thicknesses, and with each thickness, you'll get two widths, the 1/4 inch and the 1/2 inch. You can also get them in the dots. You can get thin dots or regular dots, which are the same thicknesses as the tape. And then you get two different sizes. These are the small ones, and these are the large ones. Okay, so that's foam tape, and that's for what we would call popping things up. So if you want a little added dimension, so that would be like this. Okay, you see how I've popped up the background scallop, just to give it some dimension. Okay, the final thing for adhesive would be your score tape or sequin. You need something ultra strong for things like creating envelopes or mini albums, things that are going to get a lot of wear and tear. All right, and this tape is terrible, not T-E-R-R-I-B-L-E, but T-E-A-R-A-B-L-E, so terrible. Okay, so it's very easy to use. It's very strong. It comes in many, many widths. Close to My Heart does not carry this, but I do carry it in my store. Okay, that's it for adhesives. Now, miscellaneous. Bone folder. You should have one bone folder. I've got two different types here. All right, these are not bone. Okay, this one's just plain plastic. This one is made of some other sort of polymer or whatever, so that nothing sticks to it, because these can get pretty messy. All right, and washi tape. You should always have some washi tape on hand. Washi tape is just like masking tape deluxe. It's patterned. Okay, it's a paper tape, or it originated in Japan, I think. Okay, you can see this one's got hearts on it, but these are very good for holding things down that you don't want to hold down permanently. So kind of like your removable tape or tape runner, except this is a little more easy to use. All right, washi tape. Oh, and you know what? I forgot about your liquid glue. Okay, you definitely need a liquid glue, and I like to use the Tombow mono liquid glue, the white. All right, it gives you a little bit of time before drying so that you can move things around if you like. Very useful for putting on titles and embellishments and things like that. Okay, so back to miscellaneous. You need an adhesive eraser. Okay, these come in many shapes and sizes. Close to My Heart does carry them, but I have a different generic brand here in my store. Very useful, and they last forever. Like, look at this one. Okay, when they get too bad in the corners, all right, you can clean them up for a while, but after a while they won't clean anymore, and then you just have to trim them off. Okay, and that's what happens over time. All right. Then you may want to have a distressing block. Okay, this is entirely up to you. It depends on how fancy you want to be, but I like to have a distressing block handy. It's just like for sanding paper, very fine sanding paper. Okay, and then you'll probably want to have some daubers. All right, now I have a few different options here. So these are your standard foam daubers. All right, they fit on the end of your finger. Okay, they're very easy to use. They're small. It's nice to get into little corners. You also have the mini blending tool, which is a little bigger, and they come with foams, and then you can buy additional foams and they just attach like that. All right, so these are great for distress oxides because we tend to want to do larger surfaces. So this is much faster. Okay, then you also have your basic sponges, which are good for a lot of different things, and I tend to cut them into triangles to use them. Show you one like this. All right, and you can use all of the sides of them. That's all I can say. All right, then you'll also want to have some sort of spray bottle with water in it. All right, that's pretty important. Then you're going to need a pen and a pencil. All right, and I have a retractable pencil just because it makes a finer line. Don't have to worry about sharpening it all the time. Then you also should have some sort of a ruler. Okay, I like this metal one. You should have some sort of a journaling pen. This one is acid-free. It's safe for scrapbooking and for card making. Now, Close to My Heart carries 3 different sizes. This is the mid size, 0.03. There's also one smaller, which is a 0.01, and then one bigger, which is a 0.05. Okay, that's the ruler, and I think I'm almost out of time. What else did I want to show you? Craft mat. All right, if you plan on getting messy, you need a craft mat. Okay, this thing is so easy to clean off. It doesn't matter what you get on here, just don't cut on it. All right, because I've done that a couple of times and it doesn't work very well. And then finally is your Versamat. Okay, if you're into scrapbooking, card making, doesn't matter what it is. All right, you want to get one of these. Now you can use it for the measuring around the outside. It's built to fit perfectly. Just a minute here. I'm just going to show you the whole thing. It's built to fit a 12 by 12 piece of paper on it. All right. And then when you're stamping, if you're going to get into stamping, you can just turn it over and this whole surface is a foam and you can stamp using this for your back instead of having to have individual foam pieces. All right. I think that's it. Now there's a lot more things you could put into your kit, but in my mind, this would be your absolute most basic things that you would need. If you have any questions, or if you think that I missed something that I really should have in my basic kit, please leave it in the comments and I will get back to you. Have a great day.